pumped up, it was all a dream. Related to killers and dope fiends. Cousin was moving at 14. White things but no porcelain. How could they sleep on this poor thing? What I foreseen was a sure thing.
Huge shout out to Uno Hype for that awesome intro video. You guys definitely make sure to check out his music if you have not yet done so. He is so talented. I'm literally obsessed. So it is all going to be in the link down below. So definitely make sure to check it out. But what's up, Laker fam? You guys know what time it is. It is the end of the week. We are going to be doing this mailbag Q&A, answering all of your questions. You're watching Lakers Report by Chat Sports, all things Lakers. I'm your host, Hannah Kulik, aka Laker Han. So as always, I asked you guys to send me in questions via my Twitter and Instagram, and I was scrolling through some of them earlier today, and you guys sent in some awesome questions. So I just want to jump right into it. But before we do, I want to make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Come join this Lakers Report family. I would love to be at 15,000 subscribers, family members by Christmas. So please, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and come join the family. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a follow on my Instagram and my Twitter at Hannah_Kulik. That way you can keep up with all things Lakers and some fitness things. If you know me, you know I love to post fitness videos and workout tips and tricks, and so that you will be able to participate in the next Q&A. We do these every week, and I would love to have you guys be able to send in a question. But without further ado, let's get into some of these questions. Starting with our first one today, we are from @Tex Lone Ranger 420. Do you think the Lakers should move on and forget about Iggy, even with the record and chemistry this team has now? Personally, he's good, but I think they should pass on him. They're doing great as it is. So yes, obviously the Lakers are playing extremely well. They've got the best record in the NBA. They are looking like the team to beat out there, but I don't really think that we should move on from Andre Iguodala, but obviously, we're just going to kind of have to wait and see what happens. So much of it is out of our hands because we have to wait and see what Memphis does with him. If they decide to waive him, cut him, trade him, and if they would even accept an offer really from the Lakers. And if the Lakers even really have enough pieces and enough to really offer for Iguodala, because obviously we do have to match salaries. But I do think that we shouldn't necessarily move on from Iggy. I think that he would be the perfect fit for this Lakers team. And I think some way or another he is going to eventually be on the Lakers. It just may have to be. I don't really know how it's going to happen, but we're just going to kind of have to wait and see how it plays out. But I feel like Iggy to the Lakers is kind of fate. So no, I don't really think that we should move on, but we obviously are playing very well without him. Next question from @Oscar L. Calderon. If Iggy were bought out from Memphis and he were to sign with the Lakers, who do you think is getting released to clear the roster space? Daniels, Dudley, or maybe Horton Tucker can be released and then signed by South Bay. I think it would be Horton Tucker. He would be released and then, like you said, going on the G League team. But another player that could potentially be cut is Quinn Cook, just because he really has kind of found himself out of the rotation, hasn't really been hitting his shots, and just really hasn't been getting a lot of playing time, which is kind of crazy because he started off getting more minutes, and then now it looks like Troy Daniels is taking over his minutes. So I think Horton Tucker is probably the first guy that would be cut, and then potentially maybe Quinn Cook, which I don't really want to happen because I really do like Quinn Cook, but at the end of the day, if he's not able to make his shots and really contribute to this team, then he may end up being cut. Alright, now before I move on to some of these questions, I want to let you guys know that we are still having our huge holiday sale. We have so many Laker gear for up to 50% off, so definitely make sure to check it all out. We've got some awesome things available. We've got some t-shirts, hoodies, and so much more. Again, Lakers gear up to 50% off, so definitely make sure you take advantage of this awesome holiday sale. The link is going to be down in the description. But moving on to this next question. Oh, this is an interesting one. So this one is from @JojoBones28. Do you think Iman Shumpert would be a good alternative to Iggy if we can't get him? Personally, I don't really think that Iman Shumpert is my first choice after Iggy. It was interesting though because the Nets did recently cut him, so I'm kind of curious to see where he ends up because I think a team will sign him, but I don't really think necessarily the Lakers are the best fit. However, he does have that tie-in with LeBron James. They have played together, so maybe that does kind of give him a little bit of a connection with the team, but I don't think he's the best fit. With the Nets, he wasn't really doing much. He was only averaging, like 4 points per game, so I think that if we're going to add another player, I think the Lakers really need to look to add a player who's going to be able to help us out more offensively, really be able to knock down those shots, and that's not really Iman Shumpert's kind of game. I think a team that is most likely going to sign him that I've been hearing is very interested in him is the Portland Trail Blazers. So I think if Iman Shumpert's going to get picked up by another team, it's going to be the Blazers. I don't really think it's the best fit for the Lakers, but do you guys think I am wrong? Do you guys think that the Lakers should go pursue Iman Shumpert? If you do, type Y down below. If not, type N down below. Let me know what you guys think about Shumpert, because again, it was kind of interesting to see that he was recently waived by the Nets, and I am curious to see where he ends up. I just personally don't think that the Lakers are the best fit, and he would be the best guy for the Lakers to go and pursue after Iguodala. At Killa SB, what is the status of Kuz and what are your predictions for this season? Can we make 70 wins? So as of now, Kyle Kuzma is listed day to day. Again, he has that ankle injury that he kind of suffered a couple weeks ago during that Washington Wizards game that he was kind of just trying to play through, and it just wasn't really working. So the coaching staff and the medical staff decided to just rest him. Personally, I think they should rest him for as long as possible. I don't want Kuz to come back until he is 100% healthy. So I don't know when that's going to be. He's listed day by day. And then in terms of your second question, can we make 70 wins? I don't think we're going to be able to get 70 wins. That would be crazy. Obviously, anything is possible with this Lakers team. We are having an unbelievable record, but eventually we're going to have to, kind of be realistic. We are probably going to go through a little bit of a rough patch. We will lose some games here and there, so I don't think 70 is that realistic, but again, I do think I'm going to talk a little bit more about this because I know a lot of you guys are asking me for my kind of record predictions for this season, so I'll kind of touch on that a little bit more, but I don't think 70 wins is very realistic, although it would be awesome if it did happen. Moving on, next question from @Mark ADA62. Should we use Dudley more often? He really livens up the games, LOL. So I actually really do like Jared Dudley. When the Lakers brought him on, they brought him more on so for that locker room presence, kind of just that veteran leadership guy. That's really been his role for this team. But obviously, since Kuz got injured and with some of the injuries, Jared Dudley has been able to play a little bit more. He's gotten some more minutes, and he's been good. Every game he comes in, if he plays a few minutes, he hits at least, a 3-point shot. And we saw the other night against the win against Orlando, him actually knocked down a few 3-pointers. So Jared Dudley definitely can help us out, but I still think that they're going to obviously play Kuz and the younger guys ahead of him, but he is a great safety net to have when we do have some injuries like we are having right now, for sure. At the mind of Marv, what do you think the team should improve on before the playoffs? So obviously, we're very good defensively, but defense is going to be key. Defense is what wins games, wins championships. But I think the biggest thing that the Lakers need to look to improve on during the playoffs and before the playoffs is being more consistent from 3-point range and really knocking down those shots and being more of a consistent offensive team. We need guys like Quinn Cook, Troy Daniels, Kyle Kuzma when he's healthy to really be able to step up, hit those 3-point shots, because we can't solely rely on LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And so far, we've really kind of been able to do that. And obviously, those are the two stars, two leaders of our teams. But once it comes playoff time and we're dealing with these really deep teams, these really big 3-point shooting teams, we're going to need our guys to step up, and we're going to need some 3rd, 4th, even 5th consistent scoring options for this team. So definitely being more consistent from 3-point range, getting that offense kind of more consistently flowing. But then, of course, obviously continue to work hard on the defensive end and continue to just be a top defensive team. So that is kind of why, getting guys like Andre Iguodala would be a good fit. Maybe even a Jamal Crawford if our other guys, like I mentioned, like Cook, Daniels can't really step up and hit those shots consistently. So I'm curious if the Lakers do pursue one of these veterans, like I just mentioned, Andre Iguodala, Jamal Crawford, which one do you think would be a better fit for this team? Do you think Iguodala, or do you think Jamal Crawford? I think you guys already know what my answer would be. Personally, it would be Iggy. I just think he would be that perfect fit from this team. I've said it multiple times, so I don't really need to go into the details. I think we all can agree, but I'm curious, do you guys think that actually Jamal Crawford would be better? Because the Lakers need a guy who can knock down that 3-point shot, and that's definitely something Jamal Crawford can help out with for sure. Let me know down in the comments below. Moving on to another question, though, we have from this is interesting, @Punk5786. Do you think we would have the same or similar record if Luke was still our head coach? No, I don't think so. I think we would still have a very good record, but I don't think it would be as good as it is right now. Nothing bad against Luke. I just think he's obviously doing very well with the Sacramento Kings, but that's a young team, and I think Luke Walton is a better head coach for a younger team, and we're not necessarily that right now. We're obviously a team who's looking to be a championship contender. We've got veterans on our team. We've got savvy guys. We've got guys with experience. So I don't think Luke was the best fit for this team. I think Frank Vogel's doing an excellent job, really an amazing job as our head coach. So I think we've got to give him credit for the reason that we have, or at least some of the reason that we have such a good record is our head coach, Frank Vogel. So I don't think the Lakers would be as good if we had Luke Walton, but I still think that we would be a very good team for sure. At Simon.Whitting72. Oh, I recognize this username from Instagram actually. Are they going to make a trade to bolster their squad? If so, who do you think it'll be? I definitely think that the Lakers are going to add a piece or two, probably by All-Star break, by the playoffs for sure, because we do need a little bit more help. We do need some guys who are going to be more consistent from three-point range, some more consistent shooters. You can see that this team still has a couple of things that they need to address, so I do think that we are going to add a couple of pieces. I don't think we're going to make anything drastic and really kind of, blow up our rotation, our roster, because we are playing so well. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We don't need to make any drastic changes, but I do think that we are going to pick up a player or two, maybe a player that's either cut. Maybe we will make a little trade. Maybe Andre Iguodala would be an awesome fit, but I think we will make a little bit of a change. I just don't necessarily know who it's going to be. We're just going to kind of have to wait and see. Obviously, Iggy's the first choice, but who knows if that's going to be able to happen. All right, now before I address these final questions, I want to make sure again that you guys are aware of our amazing holiday sale, up to 50% off on all of our Lakers gear. So definitely make sure you check it out so you can get your friends, family, even yourself some really cool Lakers items. So definitely make sure to check it out. I don't want you guys to miss out on this great opportunity. But rounding out this mailbag Q&A, we have a couple of record prediction questions. So these questions in particular is from, I definitely recognize this username. So sweet. You always show me a lot of support on my Instagram and Twitter, so thank you so much. This is from @the_son_of_glory3. And then also same question asked by oh gosh, I may butcher this username. I'm really sorry if I do, but it's from @Artemis Jareric. And then they both want to know, how many wins do you think we'll have this season? What will our final record be at the end of the season? So I'm going to say now, originally I predicted the Lakers would win about 56 games, but I believe now I'm going to up that a little bit, and I'm going to say that we can win about 60 to 65 games. That would be awesome if we won more. We may win less. Again, obviously we have an amazing record right now. We're really dominating. We're kind of going crazy out there. It's pretty unbelievable, but I will expect for us to go through a little bit of a dry patch where we do lose some more games here and there, which is to be expected, but I think now I could go anywhere from 60 to 65 wins. I think that's kind of a realistic goal for this Lakers team. Obviously playing very, very well, and I'm just so excited because it feels so good for the Lakers to finally be the #1 team again and finally winning again. So that is going to be it for today's mailbag Q&A. Thank you guys so much for sending in such awesome questions. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a double thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe here on Chat Sports and this new Lakers Chat Sports channel as well. Come join this Lakers Report family. And until next time, Laker Hand is out. Bye, guys.